So, our presentation is about employee burnout. It's by me, Brenna Perez, Genesis Perez, and Emily Shapiro. So, first, our overview of our presentation. What is employee burnout? Importance of discovering employee burnout, how employee burnout can be discovered, machine learning based approaches, how management can use this approach, and what are the profits of discovering employee burnout. So, what is employee burnout? It is a state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion that is caused by prolonged stress and overwork in a professional setting. It is officially recognized by the World Health Organization as an occupational phenomenon, and it is often linked to feelings of being overwhelmed, detached, and reduced productivity. Burnout typically arises when workplace demands consistently exceed an employee's capacity or resources to cope. So, according to Deloitte survey in 2021, about 77% of employees have reported experiencing burnout at their current job. So, the importance of discovering burnout. Burnout can lead to chronic mental health issues and physical issues. Detecting burnout early helps prevent it. Burnout can lead to chronic stress, depression, anxiety, and physical health issues like cardiovascular problems and insomnia. Detecting burnout early helps in mitigating these risks and fostering a healthier workforce. Employees who feel supported are more likely to be satisfied with their roles and committed to the organization. So, improving productivity. Burnout reduces focus, creativity, and decision making, leading to errors and decreased efficiency. Identifying burnout ensures that employees remain motivated and engaged. Reducing turnover and absenteeism. Burnout is a driver of a employee turnover and results in employees seeking less stressful environments, which increases costs. Exhaustion and detachment often lead to frequent sick days or absenteeism. Addressing burnout reduces these occurrences, ensuring consistent workforce availability. Now, on to long term success. Identifying burnout ensures a sustainable pace of work, preventing fatigue. Burnout employees are less likely to embrace change or contribute to innovation. Now, on to the financial implications. High burnout leads to increased healthcare claims, turnover costs, and lost productivity. Detecting burnout can reduce these expenses. A well supported workforce contributes to better organizational outcomes from higher revenue to better market competitiveness. So, discovery. Analyze burnout data by collecting HR systems data such as absenteeism, turnover rates, performance reviews, as well as time tracking tools and communication platforms. Using these points, we can find correlations and relationships to variables by uncovering burnout risk factors such as higher workloads, longer work hours, and excessive overtime. Employees who work over 45 hours per week show higher burnout scores on surveys. Also, employees who report higher emotional exhaustion are 20% more likely to take frequent sick days. High task complexity without adequate support can increase burnout. Now I'm handing it off to Emily.
My name is Emily Shapiro, and Brianna did an amazing job of just understanding what employee burnout is, why is it important, and some specific statistics about employee burnout. But I'm going to be explaining how business intelligence helps us not only understand how burnout can occur in employees, but allows management or HR to see predictive analytics that can correctly forecast when an employee may have a chance that they will burn out. So, first, we can create a dashboard, and within this dashboard, there can be heat maps, line charts, pie graphs, and so many other types of graphs that can show a prediction and an analysis of the employee. Secondly, Line graphs are used to properly predict an employee since it's a linear way to look at things. While there may be externalities within the data set that might occur, using BI gives us the best forecast of when an employee may burn out. Maybe the externalities throw it off a little bit, but they can also be completely cleared out of the data set depending on how HR or management feels about externalities within the data set. So on this slide, we can see that we created a heat map. A heat map is a representation of data in a form where data values are represented as colors. The data we used here is from Kaggle about employee burnout in relation to work hours, engagements, absences, and managerial support. Within the numbers from the large data set, we found the correlation coefficients between these on Tableau and Excel in order to create this. In here, you can find that the positive correlations, the greener colors, suggest areas where burnout may occur, while negative correlations, which is red, do not have a large reaction to the possibility of burnout. As we can see, for example, there is a burnout score on the left hand side on the y axis, while on the x axis gives us all the other possibilities of why burnout might be happening in this specific data set. So we can see that work hours, engagement score, and managerial support have the greatest numbers next to the burnout score. Therefore, there is a greater chance of burnout due to these specific things. So, someone might be working too much overtime, someone might be not engaging enough with other employees or having that opportunity to engage with other employees, or they just might not be having the greatest support from their manager. So, next we are going to look at the dashboard. And by inputting HR management tools like a timesheet or management support system into it, is going through Tableau, and we can create a bunch of different graphs that give us a good idea of what an employee is going through. And this is only a smidge of what the dashboard could look like because it would not fit on a slide or multiple slides. It was really large and just gave us a great idea of where we can look and how we can actually analyze the data, and not only analyze but predict and flag down a specific employee. So you can see here in the top left, it gives us the employee number, and attached to the employee number, it gives us a name. And if the BI system, if Tableau, for example, flags it down, it's because over 3 different weeks, there have been a significant shift in the employee's work or in what they might be doing or how much stress they're feeling or how much engagement they're getting with other employees. It has shifted almost in a bad way that flags the system and flags HR or the manager. So, using this dashboard and having it already created, you simply just have to input different data so that it can correctly analyze and predict what an employee might be going through. So here we see it is the exact same data from the heat map, such as engagement score, absences, work hours, and just the overall risk that it is seeing. And so in the pie chart, we can see different things that what they're doing most of. So it seems like they are doing the most of overtime hours, which is already a red flag in Tableau. But next to that, we can see that absences are semi okay, but their engagement is low. And so those two things did flag the system and flagged that employee. But this is just again a smidge of what the dashboard might look like, but the hope is that HR and management can just simply download their data and just simply put it into the dashboard, the pre-made dashboard, so that it is easy and it's accessible to all businesses, and they can actually also edit it to make it more of what they might want to see or be able to easily read. So it is very personable, and it is very, you can change it around if you need to. But Genesis is going to just be talking about more about how it can be prevented with this dashboard and with this data set.
You may ask, how can management prevent employee burnout? Well, management can use data-driven approach to actively address employee burnout in several ways. Number one, early detection and alerts. The dashboard powered by predictive analytics can flag employees at risk of burnout based on trends such as prolonged work hours, unmet deadlines, or feedback patterns. Management can intervene early by redistributing workloads, adjusting deadlines, or providing additional support. Number two, data-driven decision making. Heat maps and line graphs generated in Tableau highlight areas and times of peak stress. This allows management to identify patterns, such as specific projects or teams experiencing higher strain, and allocate resources to alleviate pressure. Number three, tailor support programs. By analyzing trends, management can assign targeted initiatives like wellness programs, flexible schedules, or additional training to address specific stressors affecting employees. Number four, transparent communication. Sharing anonymized insights from the dashboard can foster open conversations about workplace challenges, encouraging employees to share their needs and participate in problem solving. Number five, continuous monitoring and adjustment. Real-time updates allow management to continuously monitor the effectiveness of interventions and adjust strategies accordingly. This ensures sustained employee well-being and productivity. By adopting this approach, management not only reduces burnout risk, but also cultivates a healthier, more supportive work environment that enhances employee satisfaction and retention. Burnout gradually diminishes a person's sense of accomplishment, affecting their sense of purpose, motivation, and work ethic. Detecting employee burnout through predictive analytics provides several key benefits for both employees and the organization. By identifying burnout early, this allows management to take proactive measures to support employees, such as adjusting workloads, offering mental health resources, and providing flexibility. By addressing burnout before it leads to severe disengagement or even resignation, organizations can reduce turnover. This will lower the costs associated with recruitment, training new staff, decreasing healthcare costs, and absenteeism, which ultimately saves the company time and resources while maintaining a stable and experienced workforce. Previously mentioned, burnout causes individuals to lose their sense of motivation and purpose. By preventing burnout, organizations can help employees maintain their engagement and enthusiasm for the work, leading to sustained motivation and a higher level of productivity. This also encourages employees to invest more in their roles, contributing to their personal growth and the overall success of the organization. Addressing burnouts leads to healthier employees both mentally and physically, which can result in fewer sick days and a more positive work environment. Employees who are not overwhelmed by stress or exhaustion are less likely to suffer from burnout-related illnesses, such as headaches, fatigue, or depression. As a result, they are more likely to stay healthy and take fewer sick days. A workplace where burnout is addressed fosters a culture of well-being and support. Employees feel valued and appreciated, which creates a more collaborative and motivating environment. This positive atmosphere helps build strong team dynamics and enhances an overall morality. And when employees are not struggling with burnout, they feel more fulfilled and engaged in their work. This leads to increased job satisfaction, high levels of motivation, and a great sense of accomplishment, contributing to a happier workforce. A company that actively works to prevent burnout shows a strong commitment to its employees' well-being, fostering an environment of trust and support. This proactive approach not only boosts morale, but also enhances employee loyalty, as workers feel valued and cared for. A vast majority of people value a positive workforce culture, with studies indicating that 88% of employees consider a positive culture to be a crucial factor in their job satisfaction and overall business success. As a result, employees are more likely to stay with the company long term, leading to greater retention and a more positive organizational culture. Using predictive analytics enables organizations to make decisions based on data rather than relying on observations. This results in more precise, targeted interventions to prevent burnout, ensuring that efforts are tailored to the specific needs of employees and teams. By addressing burnout early, companies can build a sustainable, high-performing workforce. This not only improves current productivity, but also ensures a long-term growth by fostering a stable, engaged team. A workforce that's supported and motivated helps maintain a competitive edge in the marketplace, contributing to the organization's ongoing success. As we have demonstrated throughout this report, burnout is a significant problem, from employees losing love for their jobs to employers who are suffering monetary losses. Implementing our solution of analyzing HR data such as absenteeism and overtime hours to address the problem is an effective and cheap tracking method. Although it is not a permanent fix, making employers aware that an employee is experiencing burnout is a start to mitigating the problem. And with that, we want to thank you for watching this video, and we have also included the reference talked about in the presentation. Thank you so much and have a great day.